Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to today, Tuesday, April 19, 2022, 9:25 a.m. New York time, less than 5 minutes for the market to open. We already had the 9 a.m. briefing, so I hope that you watch and enjoy. And we are getting ready with 4 minutes and 30 seconds for the market to open. So looking into the action on the pre-market session, what can we see? We can see some fading here from the yesterday highs. Actually, yesterday was pretty much all over the place. The liquidity was not that great. So we had intraday, we had action all over the place with the market going up, down, up, down. And exactly the same thing that we are seeing right now from one day to the other. Not much follow through continuation either for upside or downside. Nasdaq right now fading from yesterday highs. So the bull case continuation from yesterday bounce needs Nasdaq right now down 0.2%, needs to go above yesterday highs, try to push back above 14k to go from red to green to try to go into the next logical level, the 8 and 21 day moving average. But seems that sellers for now are a little bit more stronger, but I'm keeping the open-minded. For the bear case, we need to break below this morning lows and stay below and look for yesterday lows. And if that happens, we can try to make new lows for the week. And from there, I'll be looking for clues on, for example, 2 minutes and 50 seconds for the market to open, guys. We'll be looking for AMD. AMD yesterday actually showed some relative strength. AMD, Nvidia showed some commitment on the oversold bounce. Are they going to hold or not? Also the financials. Are they going to hold? JP Morgan, is that going to hold 128 yesterday with the market all over the place? JP Morgan also gone up. If it holds 128, if it goes above 124, 129, it can try to go and fill the gap at $1.30. Is that going to happen? No clue. I'll be looking also for the tech names. Microsoft, is it going to hold 278 or it is going to break down? If it breaks down, can go all the way to 75 to 70. Apple, exactly the same thing. Is it able to hold above 164? If not, you watch for 163.5 and 160. Boeing, is it able to hold above 180 that we are seeing right now? If not, can try to go into 175, 173. So some of the things that I'll be watching for clues on what the hell they are going to do next. Twitter, for example, it's fading. Yesterday, big short squeeze from 44 all the way above 48 and right now back into 47. Is going to hold 47 or not? If yes, can go from red to green and try to go into the $50. Otherwise, it can fade 46.2 and below that 45 and back into the 44. So yeah, the action is getting pretty much tricky because we are going to earnings season and no one has a clue how it will be the earnings season, and we need to wait. So 1 minute for the market to open, guys. We need to wait to see how Netflix is going to report to the earnings tonight. Tesla, how it's going to react to the earnings tomorrow night. And after that, maybe we can have some more clear view on what's next. With this said, 40 seconds for the market to open and entering trading mode. "30 seconds for market to open. "20 seconds for market to open. 15. 10. 5. Good luck, guys. So the market opened fading a little bit yesterday from yesterday close. I'll be IWM, it's bouncing a bit. JP Morgan trying to fill the gap. JP Morgan bouncing. JP Morgan bouncing. I got some calls on JP Morgan. Got some calls on JP Morgan out of the gate. The gap on JP Morgan fills at 230 cents. Gap on JP Morgan fills at 230 cents. AMD trying to go green. Baba fading. AMD fading a bit. AMD fading. JP Morgan trying to fill the gap. JP Morgan going. New highs on the day on JP Morgan. JP Morgan going to fill the gap. New highs on the day on JP Morgan. JP Morgan going, new highs on the day. Boeing bouncing. Boeing bouncing, JP Morgan going. Here we go. Here we go. JP Morgan, new highs on the day on JP Morgan. Trimming Sam on JP Morgan, 40% gains. Boeing bouncing. Big bounce on Boeing. Big bounce on Boeing. JP Morgan filling the gap. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Trimming Sam on JP Morgan. 50% gains on JP Morgan in 4 minutes, guys. JP Morgan, nice. 50% in 4 minutes. Big bounce on Boeing. Big bounce on Boeing. Apple is heavy. Baba new lows on the day. Apple is heavy, guys. Apple is heavy. Boeing, new highs on the day on Boeing. Boeing going fast now. Bull flow on Boeing. Boeing squeezing. IWM pushing. IWM squeezing. Airbnb pushing higher. I got some calls on Airbnb. I sold the rest on JP Morgan. I had on the Airbnb. I sold Airbnb, looking for a better re-entry. Keeping Airbnb on watch. I got some puts on IWM. Holding puts on IWM for now. I head to the IWM. Holding IWM short for now. Boeing, very strong Boeing. I got back into Airbnb. I head to the IWM. TGX, TGJX, Bull Flow. Airbnb going. Sold IWM. Airbnb going now. Airbnb going. Yeah, they squeezing now. Airbnb going. AMD bouncing. They are squeezing. They are squeezing. Some bull flow on IWM now. SPY. They are squeezing. Squeezing higher, guys. Careful. Holding Airbnb calls for now. AMD pushing. Above 95 AMD can have 97. JP Morgan holding well, Still needs to fill the gap at $1.30. JP Morgan trying to fill the gap. Facebook bouncing. Facebook bouncing. I got some calls on Facebook. Got some calls on Facebook. Twitter bouncing. Facebook goes green, goes red to green. JP Morgan filling the gap. I saw the Airbnb. I had some more on Facebook. Facebook going. Facebook going. Holding Facebook calls for now. Facebook going. Airbnb going. Airbnb going now. Nice on those calls if you are still holding. Facebook bouncing. SPY IWM new highs on the day. Facebook going now. I trimmed some on Facebook. Short squeeze, guys. Space higher. Space. Bull flow on space. Space. Space bouncing on bull flow. Boeing, big bounce on Boeing. Airbnb going. Congratulations, guys, on those calls. Facebook new highs on the day. Facebook going. Here we go. Here we go. Facebook going. Short squeeze, guys. Trimming Sam on Facebook. Apple bouncing. Apple bouncing. Space going. Space going after that bull flow. And going. Space going. Big squeeze. Big squeeze on the market. IWM, big squeeze. Some bull flow on IWM, pushing now. Short squeeze, guys. Facebook going. Here we go, come on. Come on, guys, 40% as we speak. That's it. That's it. JP Morgan going. JP Morgan almost filling the gap. JP Morgan, Airbnb, higher, following our calls. JP Morgan going. Great trade on JP Morgan, guys. Great trade. JP Morgan filling the gap. Facebook going. Airbnb going. Airbnb going. Airbnb can break out, guys. More bull flow on Airbnb. Facebook new highs on the day. Facebook going, guys. %50 on Facebook. 50% on Facebook. Same thing on the JP Morgan. We locked I locked 50% on JP Morgan. 50% now on Facebook. Airbnb close too soon, but going. Volatility crashing down. Volatility crashing down, guys. Facebook going. Here we go. Come on. Nvidia goes red to green. Nvidia bouncing. Bull flow on Nvidia, guys. Microsoft also, nice bounce. Big move on Boeing. Big bounce on Boeing. Facebook going. Apple going. Bull flow on Apple, guys. Boeing, huge squeeze. Apple going. I'm holding Facebook calls now. We have JP Morgan calls, we have Airbnb calls, and I'm holding now only Facebook calls. Nvidia pushing. Facebook going now, guys. Facebook going. Facebook going. Come on. Push. Apple going. Tesla going. Facebook going. Tesla going. Twitter fading. Twitter fading. Facebook going. I'm holding Facebook calls for now. Facebook going. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. That's it. Trimming some more on Facebook. 50% gains. Facebook going. Here we go. Come on. Facebook going. New highs on the day on Facebook. Here we go. Facebook going. Here we go. Facebook going. Here we go. Exploding Facebook now. Trimming some 65% gains on Facebook. Nice move on Facebook, guys. Nice move. Apple going now. Apple going on the bull flow. IWM new highs on the day, following that bull flow. Big bounce on the market, big short squeeze. Apple going fast now. More bull flow on Apple. More bull flow on Apple. Nvidia, more bull flow. Big short squeeze, guys. Baba bouncing. Baba bouncing. Facebook going. IWM big bounce. SPY big bounce also. Cubes big bounce. Big bounce from the lows. Here we go, Facebook. Come on, push. Come on, guys. Baba bounce from the lows. Baba bounce from the lows, guys. Baba bouncing from the lows. New highs on the day. Baba 93. IWM huge short squeeze. Airbnb higher. Boeing stalled at 186. Facebook pushing. Come on. Come on, some more. Here we go. Come on, guys. Facebook. Here we go. New highs on the day on Facebook. AMD going. Here we go, Facebook new highs on the day. Here we go. 70% gains, guys. 70% on Facebook. Nicely done. Nicely done. Facebook going, squeezing big time now, Facebook. 80% on Facebook. Here we go. 80% on Facebook. And going fast now. 85% on Facebook. Facebook going fast now, guys. Here we go. 90%. 90% on Facebook. That's it. Airbnb going. Airbnb going. Facebook going fast now. Here we go. Here we go. Facebook 90% gains. Come on, guys. Airbnb new highs on the day. Baba new highs on the day. Come on, guys. Let's do it. Baba going. Baba going. That's it. Big short squeeze. Facebook going fast now. Facebook going fast now. Come on, guys. Come on, push. Some more. Here we go. We doubled Facebook. We doubled Facebook. I sold Facebook for a double. Facebook, nice trade, guys. Square going in bull flow. Square, some bull flow on Square. So yeah, it was an active 50 minutes. So let's try to summarize a little bit the things we got out of the gate. We got some JP Morgan calls. I locked the 50% gains on those calls. Those worked well. Then I got some IWM puts. Okay, I took the loss on IWM as it got stopped. IWM. I also got Airbnb calls. I closed a bit too soon, but even though I locked my gains, and after that I got Facebook calls, and I got the calls 220. Okay, let's put here the chart 220. The low of the day on those calls were at 81 cents. I got at 1 around here at 1, and I closed above 2. Okay, so the double. And yeah, I'm done. I'm done for now. So not chasing anything for now. IWM big short squeeze. The bad trade today, actually it was not bad. I was looking for downside on IWM. That's why I got those puts. But I did the right thing, basically. Stopped. That's it, okay? And step aside. And then I saw an opportunity on Facebook and I jumped into Facebook calls. I doubled the money, so I'm good with the loss on IWM edge. Okay, so we took 50% on JP Morgan calls, we took 30% on Airbnb, 20%, sorry, and I took the double on Facebook calls. So yeah, pretty much happy with that. Airbnb new highs on the day. Airbnb, if they going to break it, okay, can go all the way into 175. If they're going to push it, 175 on Airbnb is possible. Also Apple, nice bounce from 163. They held 163. Some bull flow also. AMD gave nice close yesterday from 91, nice bounce on Airbnb. Plug, some bull flow on plug. Some bull flow on plug, guys. Plug at 27. Boeing, it was a big bounce. Now we want to see if it's able to hold above 185. Big bounce on Boeing. Now needs to hold 185. Lucid trying to bounce. Lucid trying to bounce. Some bull flow on Lucid going into next week. Lucid, some bull flow going into next week. JP Morgan going. JP Morgan filling the gap. Come on, the gap fills at $130.70. Come on. That was the plan with going with the JP Morgan calls. We'll see it going new highs on the day. Lucid bouncing. Lucid going. Lucid going as we speak. SPY new highs on the day. Plug new highs on the day since we mentioned. JP Morgan new highs on the day, almost filling the gap. Almost filling the gap. JP Morgan, come on guys, fill the gap. JP Morgan just few cents to fill the gap. Here it goes, JP Morgan. IWM big bounce. Tesla some fading. Tesla has earnings tomorrow night, so I will prefer to watch after the earnings, not before. HOTH spikes. HOTH spikes at 66 cents. And going now. And going. 69. 70s. 71. Whoa, big move. Big move. HOTH. Big move. JP Morgan almost filled the gap. So yeah, 1 hour on the session, and yeah, we had some nice calls. JP Morgan out of the gate. First thing in the morning was to go from red to green, fill the gap at $1.30. I locked 50% gains on those calls, and they are going higher as we speak. So congratulations for the longs. Then I also got some Airbnb calls on some bull flow. I locked the gains, maybe a bit too soon, but I'm happy with that. IWM, I completely missed. I was looking for a green to red. Did not happen. I took the stop and I took the loss. Then I flip into Facebook calls, and we basically took the calls from $1, calls to 20, from $1 to above 2. I locked my gains and I'm back into a cash. JP Morgan going to fill the gap. JP Morgan filling the gap. The gap fills at $130.70. IWM pushing. IWM has a gap to fill at 202.5. I'm not chasing the move. We are getting near a big zone. Twitter printing an inside day today. Not much. JP Morgan going. That's it, filling the gap. Filling the gap. Here we go. And fill the gap. Fill the gap, following our calls. Well done, guys. Well done. Well done. If you are long, you should be trimming your gains, in my opinion. Boeing, big move on Boeing. If you played long, you should be trimming some of your gains on the way up. And congratulations. Facebook trying again. I'm not chasing anything right now. Lucid going, following morning calls. Lucid going. Nvidia going. AMD, Nvidia, Apple. New highs on the day on both flow. Facebook now. Facebook going now again. New highs on the day on Facebook. Well done, guys. Apple going. Nice move on AMD. Nvidia. Big bounce on Nvidia. Cubes, new highs on the day. So yeah, we giving some nice follow through continuation for the bounce, but we are not out of the woods. We are still below the 8 and 21 day moving average for now. So if you are long, you should be trimming some of your gains and adjust your stops. HOTH, nice move. Tesla going. Tesla new highs on the day. Above 1026, watch 1087 gap to fill. Tesla above 1026, watch the gap to fill at 1087. Microsoft going. Big move on Apple going now. Bull flow. HOTH going now. HOTH. Airbnb trying again. Apple going fast now. Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, AMD, Tesla now. Tesla 1026 plus. Tesla going. Tesla held 10 at 973 yesterday. Now above 1026. Can't fill the gap at 1087. IWM, big bounce on IWM. Jesus. I should have played calls. Happens. Lucid 21. Following the calls. JMIA, Jumia. Sambal Flow. JMIA. Facebook new highs on the day. Tesla going 1028 now. AWM, what a big move. Facebook going fast now. Those calls that we got, calls 220. Here we go. We got at 1. Right now they're going at 213 as you are seeing live. Congratulations, more than 100% profits. 213. Congratulations. 214 now. 215. Here it goes. 217. And going. 220. Here it goes. Facebook. Well done, guys. Well done. If you are long, you should be trimming some of your gains. Baba, new highs on the day. Baba, reversal buy. Baba bouncing. Baba bouncing. Twitter bouncing. Still inside day on Twitter. Facebook going. Great trade on Facebook, guys. Our calls. I lock my gains for a double. And now they are at 220 from 1. JP Morgan keeps going. Our calls keep paying. Well done. We got the calls. Okay, we got the calls 130. 130 at 1. The low of the day was at 90 cents. We got the calls on JP Morgan at $1. I closed my for 50% gains. Those are now at 195. So well done, guys. Well done. Big short squeeze. SPY going. Marble flow. JP Morgan if extends can go all the way into 133. Facebook going. Great move on Facebook, guys. 225.9 now. Our calls, let's put here our calls. From 1, they are now at 227, as you are seeing. Those are the calls. 230. Those are the calls 220 that we got at 1 early in the morning. Right now, $2.30. So congratulations. You are seeing this live at 10:48. 10:49 now. Our calls from 1 are at 227, so congratulations to the longs. JP Morgan also, our calls keep going. Twitter bouncing. Some bull flow on Twitter. And our calls on JP Morgan also doubled. At $2 we got at 1, they are at 2. So that's it. 10:50 a.m. Now the action should go a little bit choppy. So if you played, you should be trimming your gains, in my opinion. I'm pretty much done for now. Not having any new position. So I suggest that you lock your gains. I'm very happy. So as a summary, we got early in the morning the calls on JP Morgan 130 strike, playing for a gap filling at $130.70. Those worked great. I logged 50% gains. They right now, as we speak, they are making 100% profit. So congratulations for the longs. Then we also got some Airbnb calls. I logged 20% profits there. The trade that I missed was IWM. I was looking for a green to red move on IWM. I missed the trade. I got stopped and I took the loss. Then I flipped into Facebook calls, saw an opportunity there to going from red to green. Played the calls 220 at $1, and I basically doubled, and they are now, right now as we speak, 218. Okay, and we bought here at 1. They are right now at 218. So congratulations for the longs. So that's pretty much it. I'm not adding new positions. I'm happy with the trade. Could have been better despite the if I flip into IWM calls, but we cannot get every single trade. So we just manage the risk. And that's exactly what I did when I saw that, yeah, it was not going on my direction. I flipped, I took the loss and I flipped into Facebook calls, got my money, and I'm very proud with that. With the profits on JP Morgan, Airbnb, and Facebook. Most important, the Facebook was just a beautiful trade for more than a double. With this said, I'm back into the cash, not having new positions for now. I'll be looking for new opportunities, so stay tuned on Discord. If I see any new opportunity, I will let you know. Otherwise, protecting my gains for the day and looking for new setups. Okay, with this said, time to turn off the live trading session. Stay safe and see you all later. Bye bye everyone.